Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am Sophie, and today we're making saltfish fritters. So, it's one of Jamaica's favorite breakfast items. So, we're going to go ahead and make that. So, you will notice that I totally forgot to mic up properly. So I'll just be talking over the video. So I'm giving you just a nice description of what's going on. So hang out with me. So here now, you're going to see all the ingredients to make our saltfish fritters. So we've got all-purpose flour, we've got the vegetables, which would be our peppers, Scotch bonnet pepper, onion, some red pepper, what was in the fridge, and of course, the saltfish. So those are the ingredients that we're going to use to make the saltfish fritters. We already have the frying pan on, and we were also doing a little bit of sausage and baked beans in the meantime. So we're just gonna julienne up the red pepper, and obviously make some little cubes, and then we also cut up our Scotch bonnet pepper and our onions so that we can get everything prepped and started to get your saltfish fritters ready. So let's do this. So guys, when I'd gone out to do the shopping for the saltfish, I picked up this piece of jackfruit and I also pick up these pears. So of course I'm going to have the pear with the saltfish fritters and the sausage and baked beans when everything finished cooking. So if you're close to any Caribbean supermarket, pick up your jackfruit or anything that's in season and enjoy. All right, so now we add a little bit of salt to the all-purpose flour, just to enhance the flavor, because you don't want to use self-rising flour because obviously you don't need your saltfish fritters to rise. So we just use the all-purpose and add some salt. Then we're going to add all the Scotch bonnet pepper and the red pepper that we'd already cut up and add that to your flour mixture. And of course, you have to include your saltfish. So once you add all of that stuff into the flour that you'd already done, then you add your water because you're going to create a batter. Kind of like when we make pancake, you add your pancake mix and your water and you create that batter so you can get the consistency where you want. You don't want it too watery and you don't want it too hard. So and you don't want it pecker. So you're just gonna create that nice consistent feel where once you mix everything around and you add it to the hot oil, then it just fry nice and crisp. So we'll get that done and then we'll start frying. So hang out with me. And guys, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And hit the post notification bell so that you know when I drop these videos so you can watch along with me. So appreciate your subscription. So appreciate you watching and liking the video. And guys, please make sure to tell other people to subscribe and watch the channel as well. Help me to grow the channel. So appreciate it. So stand by while we continue doing the saltfish fritters. guys, that's us adding in some complete seasoning because you want to make sure that everything is still seasoned and tastes really good. So we add a little more salt just to enhance the flavor. And that is me tasting to make sure that the flour dough, that the whole batter tastes good. So it tastes really good. So now we're going to go ahead and get the frying pan ready, add our oil, and start frying. So continue hanging out with us, guys. All right, so now we're frying the saltfish fritters, and of course you do it in whatever shape you want to circle, square, star, don't matter. So of course we're doing it more vertically. So we'll put two of them in the frying pan and make sure your oil is hot and not to the point where of course it's gonna burn it because you want it to still fry evenly. So oil is nice and hot, and now we're frying on that side. Once that's finished, we'll flip over and fry on the other side. We use a little ladle. That way, everything is as consistent in terms of size as possible. But I mean, it don't make no difference. You're not frying for a restaurant. You're doing it for home. So whatever shape you want to do, knock yourself out. Do your thing. So now, guys, we're getting ready to flip on the other side and look at the saltfish fritters. Look how them pretty, Lord, them nice and brown, golden brown, them pretty, sir. So that is the first of the saltfish fritters coming out. So that's what your saltfish fritters should look like when they're coming out. So continue hanging out with me, guys, while we continue frying. Boy, my mouth of water. I said, while I was standing there waiting on it to finish, it's like me, I said, Lord, I wonder if I should have took out that little piece there. We're in the frying pan because it just looks so good. But you'll see, you'll see when I start enjoying. So this is when he started doing three because he was like, all right, this take too long. So it was three at a time. So as many as you want, as many as your frying pan can hold, is how many saltfish fritters you do at a time. So let's continue doing this. So while the saltfish fritters are being fried, we decided to start making the sausage and baked beans. So remember we had diced up the onions and the red peppers before. So now we're sauteing everything. And you test your little oil, you test, put in piece of the onion, see if it's sizzling, you're ready. So we're having all of that saute. Meanwhile, we have the rest of the saltfish fritters frying. So it's like saute vegetable, saltfish fritters. Saltfish fritters, saute vegetables. So we're having the vegetables saute, and then we're going to start adding our sausage, the frankfurters. So we do the chicken frankfurters, and so we just cut them up, and then we're going to go ahead and add that into the saute vegetables, so we can cook that and have that ready up with the saltfish fritters, so we can get eating. So adding the sausages, no, the franks, no, to the vegetables, stir, cook that down. That don't take a long time because the frankfurters are already pre-cooked, so it doesn't take a long time for that to be done. Um, Depending on how you want to cook your sausages, then is up to you. So we'll just have all of that done, and then we'll run back over to a saltfish fritters because you don't want to have your fritters burn. So still checking on that while the frankfurters being done. So continue hanging out with us, guys, and enjoy the journey because I cannot wait for you guys to taste this at the end. Well, metaphorically. So, of course, we continue with the cooking. So, we're going to season our sausage and baked beans. So we added the Grace baked beans to it, whichever baked bean brand you love, but we love the Grace one. So we added our baked beans to it. We season it with some Maggie complete seasoning where we get from the Caribbean supermarket, or if you come from Jamaica, bring up your own. And add a little black pepper, add a little garlic, whatever seasonings you want to add to it to enhance the flavor. Then go ahead and add to it. So we've added our seasonings to it and make sure that it tastes nice. And then we continue to have it cooked down. Some people add um, ketchup to theirs. It is optional. It is up to you. I'm not a heavy ketchup lover. So, just a little bit, of course, to enhance it as well. So whatever you'd like to do, as long as you make sure that your sausage and baked beans are seasoned. And then, so now that all of that is finished, it was like, all right, time for taste it. So that is me tasting it once it's complete. And I'm like, oh Lord, I want to get a little bit of everything. I want to get a little bit of the sausage. I want to get a little bit of the baked beans. But at the same time, remember, this is hot. So I have to make sure cool it. So that is me just enjoying it. It tastes so good. It was like, why am I tasting it when now I want the saltfish and the saltfish fritters with it? Really good. Can't wait to eat. Thanks for hanging out and continue to hang out with me. Appreciate it, guys. And guys, no breakfast is complete without tea. So we have our Milo, and that's what we're going to enjoy with our saltfish fritters and our butter beans and sausage. Oh, yum. So trust me, this breakfast was so good. So this is where I'm having the saltfish fritters and the baked beans and sausage. I don't know why previously I call it butter beans, but people, it is baked beans and sausage. And of course, I have it with the pear or avocado. I mean, really, really good. I could not stop eating. It's like, I don't know, it was hunger plus it tastes good. It was really, really delicious. And it's really simple to make. It took us less than half an hour to make this. And of course, accompany it with your Milo, because nothing beat Milo. Maybe unless you have hot chocolate, the real hot chocolate. But this was so, so good. So tasty, easy to prepare recipe. And guys, check out my other videos. You can see the one where we did the ackee and saltfish, or any other travel videos, or any of the Bible reading videos. There are lots of videos for you to see. So tell a friend to tell a friend. And guys, make it a great day, won't you? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.